Good morning, and welcome to the first pre-recorded segment of the KMPA Motivational Chat with your host, one and only Andy Meadows King. Today is a landmark day, my first pre-recording for my dream television channel. I've been able to have the radio station. All this was a dream. And as we're talking about dream, I would like to keep the topic on that. Growing up, I always hear about I Had a Dream by Martin Luther King. It's something that I've grown and learned. But growing up, I always had this dream of becoming an entrepreneur. Always had this dream of owning a big building. Always had this dream of owning my own television channel. I remember Vera, back in the days, had his own TV station. And these dreams, I used to be laughed at. I'm telling you, man. Many times you may have heard me say that I want to thank a woman by the name of Esther. When I was young, she had a shop. And I'm not going to go into identity, who she was, black, Indian, white, Portuguese, or whatever. I'm not going to go into that because this is not about a race thing. This is about people that believe that as a poor black young man, what you're saying cannot become a reality. Well, I can tell you this, man. Aim for the skies. Aim for the skies, man. Because guess what? If you aim for the skies, if you miss it, you'll be above the clouds, man. And if you do geography, you will know that there are different clouds. Cirrus clouds is the highest cloud. The stratus, the nimbostratus, and there's so many names. There's the stars, there's the moon. So you aim high. Because this first recording is one part of my dream. I always dreamed this. And I work towards it. And I must say thankful to all of my haters. Because they motivate me to make me know that this is possible. Esther told me that I will become nothing in life. Yes. Not only Esther, I have one of my aunt. If she's watching this now, I guess she'll be ashamed of herself. To know that what he wished upon me would never happen. It will never happen. Because the man that I praise, he make all decisions for me. There is time in my life when I used to make decisions. But when I learned about him and I put my trust in him and let him guide me the way, it was totally different. Because mankind can only see so far. But I always had this vision of 15 years later. I always talking about 10 years from now. Always. You may have heard me say that people call me names. I remember growing up, my friends used to call me Lyo, Lyric. Because I'm saying I had a dream that I owned my own house in the US. I had a dream that I owned this big building in Guyana. I had a dream that my daughter went gone to the Olympics. You know, so all of these things, and they would say, I lie. Lyric. If Pumpkin, Black Boy, Nigel, Wycliffe, Addy, Charwin, Alston, a whole heap of these guys, if they're watching this video at any time, they can remember when I was young, they used to call me Lyric. Because when I'm talking, they always think I'm making up some stories. I'm talking about myself, man. Always talking about how I want to become an engineer. Always talk about I don't want a pension. Give me my money now, let me build my empire. I don't want to be working for 30 years and waiting for a pension. So you're going to tell me that, oh, I'm going to work 30 years of my life just waiting to collect a money after that? No. Give me my money now. Let me build my empire so that my children don't have to work paycheck to paycheck. That's what I was saying when I was young. Nobody never understand me because everybody work, retire, get a pension. Man, this is 2020, July. One of my co-worker, man, Mike Harris, haven't retired 3 months. He's in the ICU in hospital, man. He work, didn't get to enjoy his pension. I have another co-worker, Fuller, built his house in Virginia, buy car for he and his wife. Cruise ship, every single thing. Went to Brook the hospital, falling with a heart attack right at the door as he's coming out. There was a welder from the track gang, man. Built house in Trinidad, preparing to retire. Never make it, man. For these games, there was a guy, man, from Barbados, man. His name is not at the tip of my tongue right now, man. But was a track level 2. Very good guy. Always support my games, man. Never give me less than $200 for the KMPA games. He was preparing to retire. He had a chance to go out. He said, man, he's going to do 2 more years. Built his house in Barbados. Shipped down his car. Every single thing, man. Guess what? Snow. Went outside to shovel snow. His wife came back and reached him on the ground, man. He never made it, man, to retirement. And I can go on and on a lot about my co-workers there, man. That work all their days of their life, man. Waiting for that pension. And they never got it. So, from a young child growing up, I always say, I don't need no pension. Give me my money now. Let me build back my community. So, I'm saying to you, man, dream big. That's a dream come true for me. I'm working, but I'm not depending on no pension. Because give me my money now, and I'll build my empire. I always say, man, I'm going to help people. Always dream big. I always have this big dream of becoming the best that I can be. I remember I used to work for this man named Leon Rutherford. Man, crossing Hatfield Street, Palace de Leon Hotel. I built that empire, man. I make that hotel around, man. I clean up crossing Hatfield Street. Yeah, if you didn't know. I turned crossing Hatfield Street into a business area, man. Yeah, Andy Meadows King did that. From the shanty town that it was, into a business area, crossing Hatfield Street. 66 Cross Street. I maintain that hotel. Palace de Leon. Palace de Leon apartment on Cole Street. I work with that man and make him build an empire, and I learned a lot from him. At the end, I always had my dream, man. To own my own house. I remember back in the days in Melanie, I was very young, wanted to buy a house, man. This man by the name of Joe Bacchus. I approached him, man, I want to buy a piece of land. He said, what a young boy like you wanted a piece of land. He said, don't you live with your mother? Go home and live with your mother. All this, man, dream big. When I tell my sisters and brothers, man, what I want to become, I have one sister, man. She always believed in me. Allison, man. I'm telling you, man. I could always sit down with her and tell her what I wanted to become. It used to look as if it would never happen. But I believe in myself, man. I believe. I remember living in the islands. I wasn't married yet. And I was always telling my wife about coaching, about track and field, get my kids into track and field. And to her, she ain't gonna find nobody, man. And when I came to this country, I get right into it. I coach my children to many, many championships. I changed the dynamics of father to daughter, father to children training in this New York City. The record speaks for itself. Dream, people. Dream. Nothing wrong with dreaming. You gotta dream. Men dream. You gotta stand up, my people, brothers and sisters. I had always had this dream to become a maintainer. I was denied being promoted for 8 years, man. I never give up. Never. You want to know my story, man? I'll tell it to you. I was always a big dreamer. And everybody that come to me always try to deny me, to tell me I don't like to listen. But I dream. And I pray to my Father. And he told me to work on it. So who is you to come and tell me that my dream is not a reality? I can't listen to you, man. I can't. Young people, the older people sometimes want to come and tell you, if God this and if God that, if God wanted it to happen, and if God said it won't happen. Let me tell you this, man. You know what is success? Read it up. Success is failure turned inside out. So my brothers and sisters, when you're failing, you're on the road to success. Just remember this. Success is failure turned inside out. I remember this guy. You have this cook show. Many times he started a cook show and he failed. This white famous cook. Forget his name. But he never stopped. Afterwards, he get one of the biggest cook show on television. I listened to Tyler Perry's story, man. He used to live in a car on the street. I used to live on the streets in Guyana. I live on the street in St. Vincent. A young lady saw me and took me off of the street and put me in a house in St. Vincent, man. Maureen Richardson. Right? So, I listened to Steve Harvey's story, man. He used to live on the street in a car. And I can go on and on and on. But one thing I always had, man, is a dream. Always dream big. Some people say, I'm lucky. What's luck? How come I'm lucky? Because I work hard and run into opportunity. That's what you call luck. Hard work, bouncing into opportunity. That's not luck. When I was grinding, where were you? Sleeping. When I was grinding, where were you? Having fun. When I was saving, what were you doing? Spending big. When I was crying, you was laughing. When I was in pain, you was in joy. What luck you talking about? My people, wake up. Young people, dream big. Dream big.